So what I've tried to do in the course of writing this book is try to understand why some people stay resilient and why others don't. And I've interviewed a lot of people who have stayed resilient over time. I've also interviewed quite a lot of people who, for one reason or another, have been off work ill, or in some cases have actually left the profession altogether. And I've tried to piece together perhaps what some of the key strategies are. Can't touch on them all this morning, but there's a lot more in the book. Firstly, it's clear to me that the ability to be able to relax and switch off from work is absolutely key. I made the mistake of, I used to do a lot of amateur dramatics in my spare time, a lot of bedroom farces, which was interesting because you used to get parents come and see you, so they could see you drop your trousers as you came out of the bedroom door or locked somebody in a closet. So yeah, interesting. But I digress. But what it did used to do is it made me, a couple of times a week, it made me switch off, because you couldn't rehearse a play or act a character and be thinking about school. So it physically made me switch off. But I used to tell myself that I hadn't got time to go to rehearsals because of all the meetings I got on in school. And if I fitted meetings around rehearsals, I'd be out every night, and then I'd be tired. Or if I skipped some rehearsals, then I wouldn't know what I was doing in the play, so I'd be less confident, and therefore I'd get more stressed about it. So I gave up. So I had no outside interests out of work, which meant my mind was free to think about work all the time, even when I didn't want to in an evening. So having or maintaining some kind of outside interest seems to me to be key. And I interviewed a secondary school head teacher, and he said, interestingly, he said, when I was deputy head of the school, I found it quite easy to switch off of an evening. He said, now I'm head, I find it really, really difficult. Sitting in front of the TV just doesn't do it anymore. So he said, I've taken up Italian. He said, once a week I go to an Italian evening class. And on that evening, because I'm concentrating on another language, I can't think about school. He said, and on other evenings, if I find myself drifting into school mode when I don't want to, he says, I go off and practice my Italian. And that actually distracts me. So for those people who find it very difficult to relax, actually distraction is the key.